I just don't want personal details about my family.
Uh-oh, we've already started recording.
Well, I know you did now, but we have the fucking opportunity to not keep this in the recording.
Ooh, what about our rule? The one rule for the podcast: nothing gets cut.
Oh, we
So
always
careful
cut
what you
from
say.
we always cut from the beginning. Weirdly, though, your picture is sharper than it usually is, and sharper than it was when you were recording before.
Yeah, this is take 2 of this intro. I don't know why it looks sharper. It looks the same to me.
Well, yeah, you always look the same to yourself, right? But does
Generally.
my picture change what you look at when you
No.
start recording?
No,
Okay.
yours looks totally fine. I see
Okay.
you nearly crystal clear.
Weird.
And I only say nearly because I don't wear my glasses while we record.
And yours is, it was great at first, and now it's sort of coming in and out.
Listeners, head over to YouTube to evaluate the quality of my video.
But see,
Although
this is the
by
thing.
that time it gets fixed.
Yeah, it's always clear when it comes out of this. The recording is clear. It's just what I see while we record.
I'm sorry. I know it's probably tough to do this without being able to see my beautiful face.
It's why I avert my eyes and don't look at you, because
and that affects your attention
span. The video quality changes. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
In the unaired first take of this intro, we spoke about Darren's attention span and how short it is. I'm sorry you missed that, listeners. I guess no one will ever hear that.
Yeah. Well, they could, but the audio quality would be different.
It would be bad.
And my phone is being silent now when we kind of wish that it would make a sound for you to comment on.
It was making all kinds of fun noises before. Dang, folks, you really missed a great segment during take 1 of this.
Yeah, I was getting texts from friends and some baseball score updates.
Oof.
But
let me guess. The Yankees.
Yeah, that may continue.
Yeah.
Yankees in Toronto are playing right now.
I think the Sox just avoided being swept by the Blue Jays, I believe.
I think so. Yeah. They lost a few after their long winning streak.
But hey, this is not the world's #1 comedy podcast about baseball. This is the world's #1 comedy podcast about frozen foods.
And we should get it started, right?
Let's roll.
Hey, everyone, I'm Darren.
And I'm Max.
And we are the
Froze Bros.
See, you still wait too long. You just
wait
that
too
long. You don't feel it.
Our first intro was so much better, I feel like. Whatever.
No, that was bad too. The first take on this, but
okay.
Yeah. It's you're waiting. You're not feeling. You're listening and not feeling.
Oh, I'm talking about the whole thing overall. You just mean the Froze Bros part.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Froze Bros part.
The whole thing
overall, I liked the first one. I did like the yeah.
Well, no one will ever hear that because it's already been incinerated.
No. They'll hear it when the documentary is made.
Oh, the Froze Bros documentary.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. When they make a biopic about the Froze Bros, who do you want to play you?
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I imagine it's going to have to be somebody younger to, it depends when this is made.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I would go with Ewan McGregor, possibly.
Oh, wow. We've talked about this, haven't we?
Yeah,
we
did.
Think
we have.
We did, yeah.
It's interesting that you say biopic, too, because I've always said it that way, and there's frequent correction to biopic, which seems to be the industry preference for biopic, but biopic is like biography, you know?
Yeah, it makes more sense.
I think so, too.
Isn't it like biographical picture?
It is. It's a biographical picture. Biopic.
I'm glad you brought up pronunciation because you'll never guess what I heard at work the other day.
Solon, Ohio?
No, someone was talking about their preference.
Whiskey?
And they said preferably.
Preferably. Okay.
They said preferably. And
I still go with preferably.
I stopped them in their tracks. I stopped them in their tracks and I said, "What did you just say?" And they said, "What?" And I said, "Say what you just said again." And they said that again. And I said, "No, say that P word again. Preferably." No, they said preferably. And they never said it any other way.
Okay.
And you know what their response was?
What's that?
You don't say prefer.
Prefer?
Yeah. Because you were arguing it was preferably.
Preferably.
But you don't say prefer.
Yeah. Yeah. That's still. I can be convinced on that one that both ways are acceptable. I know somebody who's really intelligent, but still says supposedly whenever she wants to use that word.
And do you rib that person for saying it wrong?
I let it go, usually. Even after a correction long ago, she still says that.
There are some things I say wrong on purpose. Like I say irregardless.
That's not pronunciation. That's grammar.
I know.
Word construct.
It's not a word.
No.
Hold on. We haven't said what food we're eating yet. I feel like really slow during this. And I think it's the food that we had. I don't want to give too much away.
Might have been a bad breakfast.
It might have been a bad breakfast. They said breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and this was a tough one.
We're going back to school, and we're having breakfast in this episode.
Yes, it's time to go back to school or get ready to go back to school.
Yeah.
And so today we are reviewing Pillsbury Toaster Scrambles pastries with bacon.
Yes. Yeah.
Darren's favorite meal.
Favorite meal of the day, breakfast. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know French don't even have a word for breakfast?
Really?
I noticed when I was over there. Yeah. Yeah. They might have something, but it's just called little lunch. There's no separate word for breakfast.
I guess that makes sense because breakfast is breaking a fast, and that feels more. I'm going to shut up. I'm actually really wrong about that.
Yeah.
That'll be cut. No problem. I'm excited.
We're gonna blame we're totally blaming the food for the energy of this episode.
Yes, we're blaming the food for sure. And also, this is my least favorite time of year. August just feels like the Sunday of the year. You know what I mean?
It is.
And so even though I'm not in school anymore, once August rolls around, I really start to drag. And I'm like, oh boy, here we go again. So,
yeah, I push back on anyone who says that it's the end of summer or even that Labor Day is the end of summer. We have until September 21st, and that's summer.
Sure. And even through October, there are some nice days to enjoy.
Yeah.
Outside.
I'm pretty happy if we hit 90 degrees again in September and October.
And we just
I wouldn't
may.
mind.
With the El Niño that's coming our way.
Well, good. I'm a fan of El Niño.
We'll see about that.
maybe not, but...
do you know what El Niño is Spanish for?
Yeah, I do.
The Niño. Okay, so what do I use?
It's Spanish for Chico.
Start this? Yeah. How do we usually...
drinking today.
Topo Chico.
Topo Chico, mouse boy.
How do we usually start this? We do our intro, we banter a bit, and then how do we really get into the episode here?
You're really off today.
I'm really off, sorry.
Yeah. Have you been eating anything else that might have caused this?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, what you been eating, Max?
Me. Well, I went on a little eating adventure, you could say.
All right.
Naomi and I were walking through the grocery store, and we saw Pop-Tarts on sale. Now, I was surprised because I forgot how cheap Pop-Tarts were. For some reason, in my mind, it was like $5 for a box of Pop-Tarts. But I was wrong. At the grocery store, they're like between $2 and $3.
Really?
Yeah, that seems cheap, doesn't it? Or am I crazy?
Yeah. I don't know. I rarely buy Pop-Tarts, and the last time I would have bought Pop-Tarts was for this podcast. Well over a year ago.
Well, I also bought Pop-Tarts for this episode, kind of, because we saw a new flavor of Pop-Tart that we hadn't tried, and we put it in the freezer.
Okay.
So there's two levels here because, one, I had never tried this flavor before, and I also have never had a frozen Pop-Tart. And I figured we're coming up on 100 episodes, and I figured it was time for me to try a frozen Pop-Tart, grabbed this new flavor. The flavor was frosted lemon blueberry crumble.
Oh, okay.
Which the blueberry crumble was on my mind because of that delicious smoothie we had.
We just had blueberry crumble last week.
Yeah. And we popped them in the freezer, had them for a little dessert last night. And I have to be honest, they were a little disappointing. I wasn't that thrilled about the taste. Maybe because it was frozen, because we've comes up all the time. Sometimes freezing food makes the flavor lose a bit of its luster. But maybe we could try them not frozen. But the experience of eating a frozen Pop-Tart overall was pretty pleasurable. And so perhaps if I get more in the future of a different kind or flavor, I will freeze them as well.
Yeah, we did this for a 420 episode with
Hell yeah.
Mike and I did it with Sean. It wasn't reviewed because it's not a frozen food, but we did put them in the freezer.
Mhm.
And I don't remember if I liked them or not. I do know that at that point of the episode, we had eaten so much food that I was feeling sick anyway. We then had a lot of sugary stuff. It was 420 and Easter, I think. So we also put
Oof.
Peeps and Cadbury eggs.
Oh,
and
God.
it was
That's a lot.
just, yeah. And you know I don't like sweet stuff too much
Mhm.
anyway. So, yeah, that's when I ended up sort of sick on the floor.
Yeah. Oh, that famous picture. But yeah, that's what I've been eating. We gave those a try yesterday, a little experiment. And actually just today, I just finished it. My empty cup is right here, but I made another one of those Wyman's smoothies because they were so good.
Nice. I have not had another one yet because we have some fresh blueberries that have been in the house this past week, and I've been using those instead of the Wyman's frozen blueberries. As good as that was.
So that's what I've been eating.
All right. Did you try any of those Pop-Tarts not frozen?
Not yet,
Not yet. Okay.
but when I do, I will report back.
The flavor should be a little stronger when it's not
Yeah.
frozen, I think.
Yeah. It also, there's a specific way I like to eat a Pop-Tart, and I couldn't really do that when it was frozen. So I think
Do
that
you eat
was
around the
enough for me.
edges?
I eat around the edges first. I like to break off the edges, eat the edges, and then start breaking into the inside. But I couldn't really do that when it was frozen because it was crumbly. It was just crumbling apart in my hands.
Yeah, it snaps more than
Usually, I like
easily.
to toast a Pop-Tart as well.
Yeah.
It makes it feel more like a meal, you know. So when
It's
it's
not a meal.
toasted,
It's
I
not a
mean,
meal.
have you tried toasting a Pop-Tart?
Yeah.
A toasted
still not-
Pop-Tart with a nice,
yeah.
tall, cold glass of milk. Breakfast of champions right there.
You just made it worse with the milk.
Really?
No. I don't like milk. You know that.
You don't like milk?
No.
I did not. Sorry, I didn't know that.
You've known this. Yeah. I never have milk in the house. Don't
Do you
like
do
milk.
like oat milk or almond milk, or you just know white?
Usually there's no need for it at all. So,
Interesting.
yeah.
You know, calcium's good for your bones.
I can get it other ways.
All right, whatever. What about you, Darren? What you been eating?
We had some frozen meatballs, a brand called Rosina's.
Ooh.
These were a mix of beef, chicken, and pork. Tiny little things.
Classic.
Yeah, Italian-style meatballs heated up in some sauce bought from a local farm stand with their own tomatoes. Yeah,
Smell you.
yeah. So shout out to Greshik's in New Hartford. Very good sauce.
Nice.
Yeah,
And the meatballs?
very good. Yeah.
What was the brand again?
Rosina, Rosina.
I do like a frozen meatball. I think I've only ever really had the Cooked Perfect brand.
Yeah, I've had Cooked Perfect too.
Oh, these Rosinas.
Those are fine. Yeah.
$8-9 a bag.
They're very small, so there must have been like 40 of them in there. There's some left.
There's on the Giant website, there's a picture that shows, it's like a vector image of a person holding the bag so you can see it like at scale.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before for a food on here. That's crazy. I'll send it to you so you can see. Anyway, that's exciting. I like a frozen meatball, and we should take advantage of those more often. They're
we
a pretty
should.
affordable option.
We should review some frozen meatballs.
Perhaps that'd be good for a face-off to try different brands of frozen
That would
meatball.
be. That would be. You know, I've got something I want to review too that we haven't had at all yet. We've had a pie, but I want to do key lime pie.
Okay.
Yeah, as a dessert. We hit ice cream too often on the desserts, and though I think we talked about a cake soon for an event coming up. I'm just sort of rambling here while I look for a news story that I brought up. Found earlier that I want to send you. So
you know what?
Help me out here, Max, and just keep talking while I find this again.
While you look for that news article, why don't we cue up our news theme by the wonderful, the talented, the dynamic duo, Sean and Kristen, please take it away with our news theme.
This is the news.
This will buy you some time so you can look it up.
Yeah. Well, you're lucky that I just found it because now I am ready to.
Yeah,
to
lucky me.
discuss.
Thank you, Sean and Kristen, for the news theme as always.
Yeah. Well, you started it before I had found the article, but I just did. It's a new product. I found some stuff about a bunch of recalls. It just seems we're always just doing that negative stuff so often. But there are more recalls. So basically just check everything you eat, people. But there is a new product from Campbell's. Chunky prepared meals. So Campbell's is going to be in your freezer section.
Whoa.
Yeah. And these are not soups. They're just sort of a new addition to frozen prepared meals. And I thought it was interesting, when we're in this age of everything trying to be healthy, that Campbell's is just going forward with this product called Chunky.
Well, they have a soup called Chunky. I think that's
I
why.
know. It's not a word or a name that says healthy.
Well, this is like one of those, like those devour meals. It looks like it's super high in protein. These meals contain 20 to 28 grams of protein. Are these new? Is this Campbell's first time in the freezer aisle?
I don't know if
this is significant?
I don't know if they've made anything else in the freezer aisle, not that I'm aware of. But
so it looks like they have.
Yeah, this just came out within the last couple of weeks with a press release from Campbell's. Campbell's is bringing its Chunky line into the prepared meal category with chunky frozen bowls.
We should review these for sure.
Yeah, and as you said, 20 to 28 grams of protein. So they're going with that trend. A meat lover's lasagna bowl, maybe? A Philly cheesesteak? None of these sound good to me.
Cheesy loaded potato with steak and bacon?
It's possibly the worst.
Country fried chicken with mashed potatoes?
I'd try that one.
Buffalo-style chicken macaroni and cheese? Bacon cheeseburger macaroni and cheese bowl? Beefy pasta with stroganoff sauce? I would try any of these. For the podcast, I would try anything. Oh, yeah.
All right. Well,
see, we were talking about this last week. We have to make an effort to be a little more open to what we review.
Yeah, we can't just pick things we like.
We can be kind of biased when we choose things, stuff we think we're going to like.
Yeah. No, I would absolutely try one of these, too. The lasagna bowl maybe sounds the best to me.
I wonder who is making these frozen meals for Campbell's, because sometimes these companies will outsource the manufacturing of the frozen food to someone else, and they'll like license out the brand name.
Yeah, well, we can have the research department get on that for another time, maybe, or when we review these.
Yeah,
we'll have that detail. And
I say that because sometimes it kind of gives you a clue as to what the food itself might be like, because for all we know, this could be a ConAgra food. If ConAgra was like, yeah, sure, we'll license your brand name and make a frozen food for you.
This is something we should know. Is Campbell's a ConAgra company?
Ooh. Is it something worth knowing right now?
No, it's just, Campbell's has never come up for us because we've never done Campbell's, right? I have frozen some Campbell's soup for a pop quiz once.
You did?
But, yeah.
Interesting. I'm just skimming through the Wikipedia page, and there's a lot to talk about here.
Well, Campbell's has quite a history, I know, and it's been through probably a few owners. I feel like it's come up in the history of some other product, but not with a direct Campbell review. Well,
this will give us an opportunity to give Campbell's the review that they've been so desperately waiting for.
There was some other company a while ago that we did that it just seemed that they were so long overdue, and I don't remember what it was.
It'll come to us.
Yeah, I'm going to look at our list. It was Bird's Eye. That was almost 10 episodes ago, but we hadn't done Bird's Eye for the longest time. And
sure.
That I understand why we sort of put that out of our minds.
Oh, yeah, because we had the voila meal, the cheeseburger meal.
The cheeseburger. And there's a cheeseburger one here, too. They have a bacon cheeseburger macaroni and cheese bowl from Campbell's. But this is a prepared meal, not drop these chunks of frozen food into a skillet and make it. as
Yeah.
Birdseye was.
This repurposed pizza meat in a skillet.
That was something else was that the one with pizza meat?
Yeah, that was the food that had pizza sausage or something. I forget what exactly it said.
I think it was the quesadilla from Lean Cuisine that said pizza meat.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it was the quesadilla. That's crazy.
So this is our news for now. New products by Campbell's. If any of you have heard about this or tried it already, we want to know. And we'll check out whether Campbell's has had anything else in the freezer aisle before this.
I don't think so, because I feel like we would have talked about doing it already.
Maybe. Yeah, it's a big name. Campbell's maybe owns someone else too. You maybe
I was
just
trying to
read
suss
that,
it out
but,
on their Wikipedia page, but it was hard to.
Might be that Campbell's owns something else we've reviewed. But for a future episode when we review Campbell's.
A future episode. For this episode, what do you say we get into our review?
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about here.
There is.
Some record-breaking facts also. And
Really?
We'll be back with those.
Let's go. We'll be back, listeners. Don't touch that dial.
This episode of the Froze Bros is supported by you, the listeners. And right now, you can help the bros by heading to thefrozebros.com to buy us a cold one. Your support keeps our freezer stocked and our podcast chillin'. Every donation goes toward more frozen finds, production costs, and feeding our ice-cold obsession. Plus, check out our video podcast now on YouTube. Find links to our channel and more at thefrozebros.com. That's thefrozebros.com. Thanks for keeping it cool.
And we're back.
We are back. Back to school, back for breakfast with our Toaster Scrambles pastries with pork shoulder bacon.
Before we jump into this, I'm curious about your background. What's going on behind you?
This is one of my favorite amusement park rides, the Scrambler.
Oh,
Pillsbury Scramblers. You recognize those people on that ride?
Is that you?
That is me. Yeah, that's me and my daughter.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sweet. What a great picture.
That must be about 10 years old. Maybe more than that, actually.
Maybe
50.
more. Time is sneaking away, Darren, because 2016 was 10 years ago.
True. Yeah. So that might be 15 years ago.
Perhaps. But anyway, you look the same.
I'm going to say somewhere between 10 and 15 years ago.
Great.
Is that one of your actual schools behind you?
This is the middle school I went to.
Wow.
Yeah, Joseph Case Junior High School in Swansea. Maybe I should say the whole thing. Stick around, I'll mention my mother's maiden name and social security number.
It'll be in the documentary anyway.
Of course. Yeah, this is my actual middle school, which will come into play when we have our final segment for the final part of the episode.
Yeah. Yes.
So this is just to put you and the viewers in that zone to imagine middle school Max.
We're getting ready for school. We wanted to have a healthy breakfast. We wanted to have breakfast. We wanted to have a healthy, filling, nutritious breakfast. Yeah. It's got to be quick sometimes too. But
it does, and these Pillsbury Toaster Scrambles pastries offer something quick.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. It was.
Yeah.
We're not into preparation yet, though. But
we're not. I want to hear what you found about Pillsbury as a company. Pillsbury is owned by General Mills, are they not?
It is. Yeah. There's some tossing around to that company for a while. But just last week, Max, we reviewed a company that we believed was the oldest company that we reviewed. The Wyman's from 1874.
Yep.
Pillsbury goes back to 1869.
Holy moly!
So, oldest company by 5 years. Wyman's, you only held that record for a week. But Charles Pillsbury, 1869, buys a 1/3 stake in a small Minneapolis flour mill on the banks of the Mississippi River for $10,000.
Whoa, that's a lot of money.
Huge amount of money back then.
That is
right?
a huge amount of money for back then.
Yeah, Charlie was rich.
You know what's great? I have such a great frame of reference for this because I've been watching so much Little House on the Prairie. That's when that show takes place and where, because Walnut Grove is in Minnesota.
Is it?
So I'm imagining Charles Pillsbury strolling through Walnut Grove.
Maybe
with
new
his
Charles Ingalls?
$10,000.
Yeah. You watching there's a new one, right? Are you watching the old ones or the new ones?
I'm watching the old ones.
Okay.
I have not seen the new ones yet. I've heard they're good, but I don't know how you can recreate the magic of that original show.
That's not a show I was ever into.
Really?
Yeah, maybe saw an episode or two, but my family just never watched it either. Not something we enjoyed.
How old were you when those were coming out? I don't want to age you.
I'm old. I would have been real little when they were. Maybe I don't know if it started when I
think it started in 72 or 73.
Okay, so I could have watched it, but I wouldn't have been watching at that age.
Okay, yeah.
But it lasted a good number of years, I think, right?
It lasted into the 80s. Yeah, 82, I think.
Yeah,
on for 9-10 years.
Similar show from the time we were really into, The Waltons, which was about a family in Virginia in the Depression in World War II.
Okay. I've heard of the Waltons, but I've never seen them.
Yeah. So we were a Waltons family, not an Ingalls family.
Shoots. Well, I mean, it's never too late.
I don't think I have the interest.
Yeah. I didn't think I would have the interest either. But it's one of those shows we kind of put on, like I'll put it on when I work from home. And I can't look away. Some of those episodes, I'm just like, I can't believe what I'm watching. I don't know. Anyway, here comes Charles Pillsbury with his $10,000.
Yeah. I'm going to have to check for myself, though, what was on against Little House on the Prairie, so I know what I was watching at the time.
Yeah, because there were only 3 channels. You can only be watching one of 3 things at a time.
Yeah, you'd get a couple local channels, too, and the PBS. So, but yeah, by the time this ended, there would have been lots of cable, but early 70s, I think, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 channels. All right. So yes,
anyway,
1869. Do you know how many channels there were in 1869?
Oof. How many television channels?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, there was no, probably none. Probably none.
Yeah, there were none. No.
I can turn off the phone for you now.
Yeah, please turn off the phone.
Okay. Score's still 0.
Good. Yankees suck.
We'll cut that.
So
1872.
You don't edit the episodes. That's dangerous.
Chuck's father and uncle. You don't publish the episode, so I could recut it after you sent it to me.
Oh, you're right. Ouch.
Chuck's father and uncle joined as partners in 1872. They became Pillsbury's Best XXXX with a trademark. Yeah. Normally the triple X was normally used to indicate that it was a best quality product at the time.
Interesting.
But they added an extra X, a quadruple X, to suggest that they were even better.
Wow.
At some point in our history, triple X, I think, became a meaning for something else, but we're not that podcast.
We're not that podcast.
No.
Although I think during the transition, for some reason I have the image of like XXX written on like jug during like Prohibition.
Yes. Yeah.
So maybe it's right. Maybe it becomes a meaning for things that are like vice items.
Yeah. Maybe it went from being like top quality booze to becoming something that was a vice and forbidden. So
yeah.
You might be right. You might have stumbled upon an actual fact there.
Sounds like great content for the blog.
Or we make them up, yeah.
Anyway.
1889, they sell to an English financial syndicate. 1920s, the Pillsbury family gets back ownership. The Pillsbury Doughboy makes his debut in 1965. Here's a fact I did not know. Beginning in 1967, Pillsbury owned Burger King for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably during the early days of its existence, I would imagine. Those are like
I don't know when Burger King. I don't know when Burger King began, but it was probably after McDonald's. So I don't even know if that's true, but maybe in the early days of its existence. I think it sold that in the 80s. Pillsbury also owned Haagen-Dazs for a while. I think we might have mentioned that in the Haagen-Dazs episode.
We talked about that, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, a hostile takeover in the 80s from another British conglomerate. Okay, here I've got, Burger King stays with Grand Metropolitan, the British company, not part of the General Mills. General Mills acquires Pillsbury in 2001, and that's where they are now.
Oh, a long
Pillsbury
time.
is a General Mills company. Yeah.
And General Mills, kind of full circle moment here, is headquartered, it looks like, in Minneapolis.
Back there in
Minnesota.
Minneapolis. Yeah. They've got a lot of these like flour mills and stuff. Pillsbury, I think gold medal flour might be from there too.
That makes
don't know.
sense. You use the
That's-
Mississippi River to power your mills
Yeah,
and all the little
I was there a few years
creeks
ago
and
for
tributaries?
first time in Minneapolis. You don't even think about the Mississippi River being there, but it starts near there. And
Oh, yeah.
I think I guess the people of Minneapolis think about the Mississippi River being there, but
Oh, for sure.
yeah,
I remember crossing the Mississippi River for the first time and not realizing how big it was.
depends where
I
you
was-
are.
Yeah, I was crossing it somewhere, probably right in like middle of the country,
Okay,
and it was very wide. Like we were.
I wonder if
we were
it's
going
one of
over the
those that
bridge
even
for a
gets
while.
wider. I've seen it in Minneapolis and New Orleans, but I haven't seen it anywhere in between.
But even I was in Minneapolis earlier this year, and it looked huge. Like it
It's-
doesn't look like a
it's
river that I'm
big.
used to seeing.
Yeah, it's big, but
Like the Great Lakes. Oh my God, those Great Lakes freak me out.
well, yeah, those are
Oof.
oceans
Man.
almost. You can't
Yeah.
you can't see across those. They
It's
have
so
waves.
it's so weird. Yeah. I remember seeing the Great Lakes for the first time too. I had the same kind of feeling, like, holy shit, this is huge.
So, welcome to the world's #1 comedy podcast about things that the world knows about geography, but we are just discovering.
We're discovering, and this is a podcast about discovery. And I think
It is.
Yeah, like we discover what foods are good and what foods are bad.
So,
We discover things about each other and geography
Discovery
and
Channel.
science.
yeah, Discovery Channel, we're looking for you to pick up the biopic.
Yes.
And
Biopic
right.
sounds like some kind of medical procedure. Let me just say that too. Like, I think that's why people don't say it.
you might be right. Sure.
Sorry, I'm fasting. I'm going in for a biopic
Biopic.
tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway, anything else about Pillsbury? We've
No.
we've only
No.
really mentioned the companies. We have not even started talking about the food, Toaster Scrambles.
Yeah, they I could not find a specific date when they began this product, but it's like sometime this century. But
I believe that.
it's sort of a spin-off from the toaster strudel, which is a Pillsbury product, sort of a a sweet breakfast treat, and this is its savory cousin.
Yes. Okay, great. Are you ready to get into the details?
Yeah. They make these in a few different varieties. We have bacon. I think you could also get sausage or bacon and sausage. I didn't look too hard at what the other
Me
options
neither.
were. Okay.
Yeah. You're right, though. You can't get a sausage one. I don't know about it being combined. That would be weird to me. But certainly bacon is available, and that's what we have today. Our box is yellow, like a lot of other breakfast frozen foods.
Egg yellow. There are a couple of shades of yellow on there if you look
It's kind of like a
carefully.
ray of
Like there are-
sunshine.
yeah,
Like
rays
there's
of
sun.
sunshine. Like,
Yeah.
wake up, it's morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got our Pillsbury Doughboy holding our logo here for the Toaster Scrambles.
Poppin' Fresh with his trademark indication there.
Poppin' Fresh.
That's his name, Poppin' Fresh.
Really?
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. I thought he was just always referred to as the Doughboy.
No,
Pillsbury
it's
Doughboy.
Poppin' Fresh.
Poppin'
yeah.
Fresh.
Yeah. Full name, Popping Freshalicious Pillsbury.
Okay, great. Good to know. Did not know that. Then we have Mr. Fresh holding the logo. And off to the right of our package, we have two delicious looking Toaster Scrambles. And I want to kind of describe what these are for anyone who doesn't know. They're basically like, it's like the toaster strudel, but instead of the sweet filling, it's savory. And there's no icing that goes on it. It's just kind of like it's kind of a cross between, it's like a really thin Hot Pocket, wouldn't you say? It's close to a Hot Pocket.
Yeah, it is. It's a very thin Hot Pocket.
Honestly, I'm glad it wasn't any thicker. And I'm going to leave it there. Our image, though, is enlarged to show detail, which indeed it is. On the front, it says U.S. inspected and passed by the Department of Agriculture. And then I'm very confused by this. EST, which normally means established, and then the number 19918.
Yeah, I see that too.
That's strange. What does that mean? Established or
That can't
EST
be.
was
It can't
yeah.
be. It's often established or estimate. I don't know. Let me see if I can find out
While you
more
find
about
out, I'm going
that.
to move about the box. One thing that I've noticed recently, this kind of happened without me really noticing, was that box tops for educations, which you used to be able to cut out physical uh, parts of the
Oh
box when
yeah,
you bought
yeah,
things, it's now an app. You download the app and you probably you scan the barcode or something, and it
yeah.
adds it.
Did you bring those to school?
I don't think I
Did you
ever
ever?
did.
We did. We did for my daughter's school a few times. I think they encouraged it.
And I mean, yeah, it was fun to have, like, I don't know. I remember, like, it had the well, again, we never did it, but, like, seeing on the box, like, little scissors cut line around the thing. Now you just
Yeah,
scan
yeah.
with the app. Anyway, that's really most of this box until we move on to the back.
EST stands for establishment number.
Oh, establishment number.
It's an official identification number assigned by the USDA.
Okay.
We've probably seen that before and never dug that deeply into it.
Well, I'm glad we did. Now I don't have to wonder. Okay, moving on to the back of the box. The back is mostly nutrition facts, ingredients, and instructions. Although it does, this is weird. Above the instructions, it says, try delicious Pillsbury pork shoulder bacon toaster scrambles. Scrambles pastries. Enjoy real meat, scrambled eggs, and melted cheese sauce in a golden flaky crust. Isn't that what I have in my hand?
Yes, it is.
Is that not weird that they're putting that on the box?
You might read that while you're still in the store and thinking about buying this. So it is encouraging you to try it.
I'm also confused by this double plural here. Bacon toaster scrambles pastries.
Scrambles is the is the proper name, and pastries is the type of food.
Try delicious Pillsbury pork shoulder bacon toaster scrambles pastries. Ugh, it's too long.
It's wordy, yeah. And again, with my theory that they're not putting any words on this box that they don't need to, they maybe need to be specific about pork shoulder bacon. Or is it a good thing that it's pork shoulder bacon
I think,
as opposed to like belly bacon or something?
I don't know. I'm not
I don't
really
think I've
well
ever
versed
seen
in my.
belly bacon on a box.
Me neither.
But,
If we have any butchers listening, let us know if there's an advantage to using pork shoulder bacon as opposed to any other part of the pig. I mean, that's really all we can really say about the box. There's really nothing else on it. It's very small.
it is, yeah. I think you can buy a larger box. We both have the 4-pack.
Yes, I have the 4-pack.
Yeah, I think you can buy an 8-pack of these also.
You can.
You can. I found an 8-pack. I found an 8-pack somewhere for just about the same price and still opted for the 4-pack.
Smart move. All right, let's get into nutrition facts here. The serving size is 2 pastries, which isn't bad because usually with a food like this, you expect the serving size to be 1. So I guess it's good that you could eat 2.
Yeah.
And the nutrition facts themselves aren't terrible. 320 calories for 2 pastries. The fat is pretty high, but the sodium is relatively low. The carbs is low, and there's 7 grams of protein in 2 pastries.
The fat's high probably because of that cheese sauce.
And maybe the bacon.
And the bacon
too.
Yep.
This ingredients list, I was bamboozled by.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's 2 columns. It doesn't have to be because they start at the bottom of and then yeah.
Anyway, there's a lot of garbage in here, but all the things you want in a pork shoulder bacon toaster scrambles pastry. Smoked maltodextrin. You want your BHT and citric acid. You want your modified whey. You want your TBHQ. You want your spice. You want your butter oil. You want your medium chain triglycerides.
Yeah.
All the stuff you need to, everything that's part of a balanced breakfast.
Yeah. When we were talking about getting these, as I do, I looked it up on Instacart to see where I could get it and what prices were. And I'd really never noticed this before, but Instacart also gives products a nutrition rating. On a scale of 1 to 10, this got a 1.
Really?
Yeah, which is basically a don't eat this crap. And
Interesting.
there's this other app I've sometimes used called Yuka, Yuka. You can scan a product or you can look it up. Fared a little better on this one, which also rates the nutrition value, but it got a 4 out of 1. Oh no, that's not out of 10. Oh, good God. They rank from 1 to 100 and gave this a 4.
Wow.
Yeah, it was another bad. Don't eat this.
So can you tell me,
two different?
give us a little context here. What ranks as a 1 on the Yuka app?
Well, I don't know. I would have to look at other products
All
to
right,
see
yeah,
what would come up. I mean,
maybe
pure
for another time. I'm curious. I could look it up
tub
too.
of lard. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe I'll see if I can find
That is
out.
crazy. That's crazy, actually. Oh boy.
Yeah, and you can Instacart itself will give you more information about that. It will tell you specifically what ingredients it thinks are not the best, what they think is not needed in there.
What do you think triggered that rating? Do you think it was the polysorbate 60? Or do you think it was the no, what's another crazy one on here? I read all the sodium erythorbate.
What they're saying that the negatives are high additives, low phytochemicals, low nutrient ratios, low fiber and protein, low beneficial fats, low beneficial food ingredients, low vitamins, and high processing. It's a very processed food.
It is very processed.
Yeah, it's who knows what they're doing to these eggs.
Yeah, who knows?
But yeah, these eggs are held together apparently with all these additives and chemicals.
Well, let's keep moving through our review criteria here because I really want to get to the taste and texture of this. But first, we have to talk through the cooking and the ease of cooking. We've talked about doing this in the past, of our own accord. But these instructions say specifically to cook it in the microwave first and then put it in the toaster oven, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, exactly. We've sometimes done microwave to air fryer. I've done that a few times. I don't know if we've had anything before that goes in a toaster. It might be going back to that same 420 episode of a year and a half or so ago. We did a grilled cheese. I don't remember if that was a toaster product or not. But yeah, this is one of our only toaster meals.
I will say, if I didn't have an air fryer, I would be cooking way more of these foods in my toaster oven.
Probably true. Well, I don't have a toaster oven.
Oh, you have a real toaster. Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I have an actual toaster.
I see. So I have a toaster oven.
I've never owned a toaster oven, actually, and my family's never owned a toaster oven. Yeah, people say that. I don't know. We're just not toaster oven people.
They're pretty versatile. This was, so yes, this is easy. It's like 10 to 15 seconds in the microwave, and then you put it in the toaster. But because I have a toaster oven, I wasn't sure what to do. Because I didn't read it all the way. Low to medium toast. Wait, hold on. Set toaster or toaster oven to low medium. Toast pastry 1 to 2 cycles until hot and golden brown. I guess that's kind of what I did. But my toaster oven doesn't really have settings like that, and so I kind of had to take it out when it caught fire. Not kidding. A piece of this kind of came off, landed on the heating element, and caught fire. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
A small one.
It's in there. Yeah, it's the oil in there.
Yeah.
It wasn't clear to me if they're talking about doing this for 1 or 2, but I did make 2 because that is the serving size.
Yeah. I actually also made 2 because Naomi had tried one, and I put mine in the microwave for 30 seconds, and then, like I said, put it in the toaster oven until it caught fire. So
I thought that doubling to 20 to 30 seconds was going to be too much. I just randomly chose 18 seconds for 2 of these scrambles pastries.
Maybe that affected how it cooked and how you felt about it. Maybe you need to try it again.
I don't think I do. I think what you're just the point of that is just to get the freeze off.
Get the freeze off.
Yeah.
Totally. Okay, moving on to appearance. They don't look exactly like they do on the package. Mine got pretty crisp and golden looking. I tell you what, the filling did not look anything like that.
No. The bacon was undetectable.
undetectable, and I didn't see any eggs.
There was something in there that wanted to be eggs. I took a picture as I
It
do,
aspired to be eggs.
and I cut one open so people could see, but you're still not going to see much here because it is so thin. Actually, I'm looking at the picture I cut of the cut scrambles pastries. You can see a little of something that's trying to be an egg, and you can't even see anything else in there. I think a lot like the Hot Pockets, they just sort of migrate toward the ends.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I even tried to like pinch it a little bit to make the opening bigger and see what I could see in there, and there wasn't much more.
No.
Looking at this box, there are 4 pieces of bacon right there on the edge. I don't think I had 4 pieces of bacon in the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I had enough bacon, like I could see my bacon. The eggs was the thing that mine was lacking, I thought.
Okay.
But I mean,
And there was some
that's probably saying
cheese.
too much for now.
It says toast for 1 to 2 cycles until hot and golden brown. Mine was pretty hot and brown enough for me after being in the toaster once. I
Yeah.
turned the dial down to, I don't know, somewhere between all the way to the left and halfway up. There might be numbers on there. I don't remember.
Are we ready for smell, taste, and texture?
Sure.
I feel
Yeah.
like you've been holding back. You've been holding back how you felt about these, and so this is your chance. This is your
we've
chance to
said-
go for it.
I don't think I've held back that much. It's not a surprise. I hated this. It wasn't something I was excited about trying. I think it's a cringy product. I think freezing scrambled eggs is just a gross idea. I didn't get much smell from this. I think it may be a little bit of a scent of a toasted pastry. The one positive thing I will say about it is that the crust was flaky. It tasted like a fried dough almost, which is not really a good thing for your breakfast, and certainly not if you want a healthy breakfast. The taste it wasn't good, it wasn't bad, there just wasn't much there, aside from the flaky fried dough crust. No bacon, few eggs, some sort of cheese sauce made up of who knows what. It's just real. Rarely have I said to people, don't eat this when we've reviewed a product, but this is one of them. Don't eat this.
I 100% agree with you on all of those things. The outside pastry part, I guess, was the best part, but even that I didn't really enjoy. Mine had way more cheese sauce than anything else, and it was really, really not good.
That'd be if this. I didn't get any cheese sauce squeezing out of it. Anything that would have made it even worse. Mine had almost nothing in it.
You're better off, my friend. Mine had more cheese sauce. The taste was bad. I have already thrown out the other 2 that were in my freezer. I couldn't agree with you more. Folks, don't eat these. They're not good.
Well, I made the 2 just for myself. I ate one. I did finish it, and I threw out the second one that I made.
Yeah. Yeah. The bacon was like soft and kind of like dissolved as soon as you started chewing it. It was just a really, really bad food overall. Really bad food overall. I don't know if I've ever had a toaster strudel. I imagine those are better.
I don't think I have either.
But
it's probably better. But it's got some sort of fruit or preserves or something in it. Pillsbury should be better than this.
Well, I mean, you said the pastry is good. I agree the pastry is good. That's their thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You mentioned that you were disappointed that it wasn't, like, you mentioned that someone eating this might be expecting something healthy. I don't think that's what this is for.
No, I don't know. If I said anything that sounded that way, I don't know. I guess you think you're getting some eggs, you're getting some protein, so maybe someone thinks it's better than just having a piece of toast itself. I don't think it is.
No.
There are so many better things you can choose for breakfast.
Definitely.
That are quick.
I agree this is cringy as hell. And I think it's cringy because it's almost like false advertising. It's lying really about what the product is. Like, the picture on the box does not give you a good sense at all what you're about to eat.
Yeah.
And that's that's cringy to me.
And it's just, I didn't see it this way before, but I'm also just looking at this. And it's like the bacon on this picture is sort of censoring something on Poppin' Fresh there. Like it's right over his crotch.
Oh, you're right. The bacon is right over his crotch. Look at that.
Like we're looking at Poppin' Fresh's hog.
Yeah. This is bad overall. Bad overall. It's not even worth talking about the value because it's I paid too much for these because I had to pay for them at all, you know.
I paid $4.79, which is a waste of money for this.
I paid less than that. I think I paid less than $4.
And like I say, I could have gotten 8 of them for the same price at a different store. I didn't want it. That store didn't have an option to just get the 4.
Yeah, no. Yeah, this is bad. Really, really bad. I'm just gonna go ahead, if you don't mind. I'm giving this a 1.
I would go 0, but for the flaky crust, which tastes good, even though it's not a healthy option for breakfast. And I'll give it a 1 also.
Yeah, really bad. I feel like, you know, I could give this like a -5, but I'll stick to my normal scale. 1 is bad enough. So an average score of 1 for this one. I'm sorry, Darren, because again, I know breakfast is not your favorite meal of the day. And so thank you for taking a bullet for this.
I'm glad that you agree with the score so it doesn't come off as my just being biased against breakfast.
Oh, yeah. No, this is bad. This is actually bad.
Yeah. Well, our next breakfast, let's choose something that we expect to be healthier.
Okay.
A healthy alternative to this. A quick and healthy alternative for breakfast.
Yeah. I think there's lots of those out there.
There are. Yeah. And I don't think you're going to pay much more for it. Even though healthy things are a little more costly sometimes, you're paying a lot for it. You're paying over $1 each for this thing.
Yeah, it's garbage. This is bad, listeners. Don't eat Pillsbury Toaster Scrambles pastries. They're not good.
No.
Yuck.
Nothing more to say about this. Pillsbury, we expected better. I didn't actually expect better from this specific product.
I didn't either.
But
no.
Pillsbury's a better, you're a better company than this Pillsbury.
Yeah, Pillsbury is for like pastries and cookies and, you know, rolls and bakery items. The toaster strudels, I guess, make sense because, you know, it's adjacent to that world. But this is a bit of a step too far for them, and they should kind of stay in their lane. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is just really bad. Left a bad taste in my mouth overall.
I agree. Let's.
But you know what? I need to recover from this bad breakfast. Like, this breakfast was so bad, it's making me want to just like, let's get on the bus and head to school, Darren.
Let's go to school, Max.
Let's just get it over with.
We'll hopefully get a better meal at school.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right. Parents, also, don't do this to your children.
No, don't do this. No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
We're off to school, and we'll be back with a segment.
Yes.
That where we're going?
Let me finish my lunch together. I will.
Okay.
I'll see you at the bus stop.
See you there.
And we're back.
I had a sip of water.
The bell has rung, and we're headed to our first class.
What grade are we in this year, Max?
Well, for this segment, I'll be sharing stories from middle school. So, yeah.
Okay, you're in middle school. Yeah. I didn't go to a middle school, actually.
You didn't?
No, my school. Well, I went to a pre-K through 8.
Wow.
Yeah, so same place for years.
Shoot. Well, so normally what happens during the first day or into the first week of school, a lot of icebreakers.
Yeah.
A lot of getting to know you games, getting students comfortable with each other again after the summertime, with new teachers as well, certainly. And so today we're going to do one of the most popular icebreakers, I would say, 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah, I was trying to think of some punny name to change this to
for Froze Bros,
having to do with freezing or frozen or
2 cubes and a fry.
I did think of and a fry.
Yeah.
if I had all cafeteria stories, that would have been great. But
yeah,
or just like two ice cubes and a lie is 2 ice cold truths. And
ice cold truths. The cold hard truth.
The cold hard truth. All right.
Okay. This
so
is
we've
fun.
we've each got 3 things to tell. 2 of them will be true. 1 will be a lie.
Yeah, and I guess we just start, right? So
yeah,
do you want to go first? Why don't you go first? This is your idea. So
I'll go
Hit me.
first. I have, so these are just short things. I can tell more about it after. And they range from the whole, I'm not picking middle school or high school or any certain
Okay.
school year. The huge range here, actually. So my 3 facts. I was the valedictorian of my preschool class.
Okay.
I performed in drag in college.
Okay.
Steven Spielberg was one of my graduation speakers.
Wow.
So 2 of those things are true. 1 is a lie.
And one of them is a lie. Okay. When you say Spielberg was a graduation speaker, did you say this was going into college too? Yes?
Yeah, I said entire educational experience.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He was not my 8th grade graduation speaker.
Got it.
I'll tell you that much.
You performed in drag. What was the first one again?
I was the valedictorian of my preschool class.
Valedictorian of preschool class. Well, you're very smart, and I imagine you've always been very smart. But
I am smarter than I sometimes am portrayed on this, or sound like. Not that I'm portrayed, it's me. So, I'm smarter than I sometimes sound, especially on this podcast.
But are you smarter than a group of preschoolers? Now, when you say you were valedictorian of your preschool class, you mean when you were also in preschool or more recently?
When I was in preschool, yeah.
Okay,
saying
got it.
I was the valedictorian of a preschool class as an adult man, and they were 4?
Yeah. I just want to make sure
No.
I'm getting my
No.
facts straight here.
I was in preschool at the time.
I'm trying to figure out how impressed to be, if this is true. Yeah, I mean, that's tough because, again, you're very smart, Darren, but are they actually tracking grades like that in a preschool? I don't know if they are. In terms of you doing drag, I can totally see you doing that. Absolutely. And the Spielberg thing, I think I know where you went to college. I know one of your colleges anyway, but I feel like you went to more than one.
Well, if you're counting grad schools, yes.
Yeah, I'm kind of grad schools. I don't think I know where you went to grad school, and that's what's kind of throwing me.
Oh,
Or maybe I do.
you don't know?
Maybe I do. I'm gonna say the lie is the preschool valedictorian. I feel like
Really?
that seems like the least likely because they don't, to my knowledge, they don't actually track grades and progress like that in a preschool. Maybe they do, and I'm wrong.
Max, I had a 5.0 in preschool.
Okay,
No,
yeah. In
I
counting?
honestly was the preschool valedictorian.
How is that even possible?
There were no grades to track, but I don't know what everybody else got, but every one of the kids in the class was just given some sort of honor, which is not something I think most preschool teachers would do now. Like, you're the valedictorian and you're the most or the best something.
I see.
So it was giving everybody some little honor, and I was the valedictorian. And I think
Okay.
I think we might still have a diploma somewhere in the
I
basement.
would love
that
to see a
says that.
picture. I'd like to see some proof. And
I'll
it
see
should
if
be
I can
framed.
dig that out.
You should frame it.
It was never framed for some reason. It's folded, and it's got little nursery rhymes on it and things.
That's cute.
They bought it in a package of a bunch of them and wrote names on. But I was my preschool valedictorian.
Fun. Okay.
Yeah.
So then, do I make another guess about what was the lie then?
You want to guess it from the other 2?
For some reason, I still feel like Spielberg talking at your graduation is less likely than you doing drag.
I made it pretty difficult, actually,
You did,
the way
but I feel like when you say drag, that could mean a lot of different things.
It can, yeah.
So I'm going to say Spielberg speaking at your graduation is the lie of those 2.
I did drag in college as part of a musical that I was in, not a frequent drag performance, but I was in South Pacific, a college musical where one of the characters who's in the Navy gets in some very bad drag, like with a mop for a wig and a grass skirt and a tattoo.
Yes,
so that is my time in drag. Spielberg is the lie. Steven Spielberg was not a graduation speaker, but Martin Scorsese was one of my graduation speakers.
Oh, sweet.
Where I went to grad school for the arts at Columbia School of the Arts.
Columbia.
Yes.
Very nice.
And I don't remember any of my other graduation speakers at any other school. He's the only one I can
Mm.
recall by name.
I don't remember mine either, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a name I can remember. So that's it.
That was good. That got
So
me.
you got the lie on the second try. Not bad.
I did. Once you narrowed
Yeah.
it down for me. Okay, you ready for mine?
I'm ready.
Okay. I didn't write them down. So I'm
Okay.
just going to try to remember them and say them in a way that they all sound like they could be true.
I had a bunch actually, so I wanted to. I wrote down which ones I wanted to use, and I'm saving some if we ever do this again.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
I played the trombone in 6th grade. I was the MC for my middle school variety show, and I ripped my pants while dancing to Natasha Bedingfield's Pocket Full of Sunshine.
All right.
I wish there was a way to make this more
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
relevant to frozen food, but I guess there's not.
No, I mean we could have made it like cafeteria specific or something, but those aren't
I have
always
even
the
less
best.
of those.
Yeah, they're not the best stories. None of these jump out at me as that's ridiculous. That couldn't have happened.
Mm.
So I think any of them could be true. On the last one, could you be pulling something like I did, like you ripped your pants doing something else, but not in the particular situation that you described? I could look up when that song came out. I don't think you're fooling me in that way.
No.
It's old enough that would have been around the same time, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually don't know exactly when that
so-
song came out. It came out before I was in middle school, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I guess I don't know why I'm helping you. So I
Yeah.
should shut up.
I find that one completely believable and with enough detail that I want to say it's true.
Okay.
So between trombone and emceeing, it was a middle school variety show?
Variety show.
Okay. In that building?
In this very building.
Let me look in the windows there. And
Yeah, see if you can see me up on stage.
Would this school do a variety show? I'm just going to have to randomly choose between these two. I don't know. Trombone.
Mhm.
It's not a common instrument, but I don't know. I want to say that was a lie, but I also want to believe it. So I'm going to say you played the trombone and being MC is the lie.
Wow. I'll go one by one.
Okay.
So you are correct that I did, in fact, rip my pants
I love
while
the story.
dancing to Natasha Bedingfield's Pocket Full of Sunshine. They were doing some kind of it was like a health fair thing they were doing for the day. And part of it was this Zumba dance class that I stupidly wore jeans to. And while dancing in the gym, I ripped my pants and my dad had to bring me a new pair. And in 6th, 7th grade, that's super embarrassing. And so that
is.
moment really has stuck with me over the years.
You have to be super cool to pull off doing that and not let it bother you.
Yes, for sure. Sure.
Newsflash, listeners, I don't think either one of us was that super cool
No.
as a middle schooler.
Because
No?
I absolutely played the trombone, and you're right about that too.
I love that.
In 5th grade I played the saxophone. And then in 5th grade I played the saxophone. In 6th grade I had a crush on somebody who played the trombone. And so I switched.
Wow.
And then I learned in middle school is when they start teaching you how to play and march at the same time. And I quit because I didn't want to play and march in the parade.
Okay.
So I was not the MC at my school's variety show. I did, however, audition, and I bombed completely.
Oh, no.
As a little 6th grader, I bombed in my audition
That's
and
terrible.
didn't get it. And it's another moment that has stuck with me through all these years. So thanks for making me recall and bring back some of these horrible, embarrassing, terrible memories of that time.
We are going to have to at some point produce a Froze Bros variety show, and Max, I will let you MC.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Not
won't
that
have
it's
to
my
audition?
choice alone, but if we're both going to vote on who's going to be MC, I'll vote for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Darren, that's so nice of you. You know what I'll do? I'll vote for you.
Oh, no. Okay.
You've got my vote.
All right. So it's a tie.
Yeah, so that's my two truths and a lie. I guess I didn't make it easy for you either because I chose things that all could be true, and in my
Yeah.
case, we're like actually
Yeah.
like very close to being true. But
I
Yeah.
do think trombone's a really unusual instrument to
I know.
choose. So I thought that could probably be the lie, but I really wanted that one to be true. So
Naomi plays the trombone. She's a
really?
trombonist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
She has one here. She never plays it. I wish she would. It's one of those instruments though that's just really loud, and so like
Yeah.
it's hard to commit to practicing sometimes because it just makes so much noise.
You can't just do it. You have
But
to think about
I
you got to think about who you
Yeah.
might be annoying.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. But maybe one day I can get her to play the trombone again.
Well, she could be in
That's
our
fun.
variety show.
Sure. Absolutely. She'd love that.
Yeah.
I tell her she cannot sing. She has to play the trombone. It's her only option.
Yeah. Yeah. You know who else could be in our variety show?
Who?
Substrates.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa. That was great.
I thought you would pick that up right away.
No, you know what? I was kind of sensing it, and I was waiting to see if you. And congratulations.
They could play the Froze Bros intro music,
Yeah.
intro outro live.
And they could also play all the other great music they have
Yes, they do.
on
They do.
their website, substrates.bandcamp.com. Check them out.
Yes, you should. And check us out online at thefrozebros.com. You can find links to our episodes and to our social media. You can find ways to communicate with us. Send in a form. Send us an email at frozebrospod.com. We want to hear from you.
And remember, one of the best ways to support the pod is to rate and review us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or however you listen. It really helps us out a lot, especially these days as we approach our 100th episode. We want to know what you're looking forward to in the next 100 episodes. of
Yeah.
Froze Bros.
Those ratings and reviews don't just boost our ego. Having them on there brings us up as suggestions for other people. And I know that some of you just randomly found us somehow, and now you are loyal listeners. And we want more people like that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening and for sticking with us even through tough foods like this one. Oof. Oh boy. But you know, we do it so you don't have to. That's my mantra.
And I never blamed you, Max, for being the one to pick this food.
You're right. Yeah. This was just one of those foods I've seen on the shelf so many times, and I've been like a morbid curiosity about it.
Morbid curiosity. Yeah.
Indeed.
Let's try some scrambled eggs and the Doughboy's hog with some cheese sauce in an otherwise delightfully but overprocessed pastry
Yeah.
pouch.
Let's leave it, bro.
Okay.
And with that,
It's time to say, fro you later.
Fro you later.